Alright everyone, so we are back playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! And today I want to start off with my meta deck of the day, or meta deck of the week. And today's meta deck is Salamangreats. And I had a thought. What if Salamangreats can still compete? Can they still compete? Are they still meta viable? The short answer is, yeah, they are. Sure, Lady Debug went to 1. Gazelle went to 1, Circle went to 1, and that's really all that happened. The deck can still do things, albeit much more slowly. There's a few things that I wanted to explain in the deck, what I have in the deck, and what's been changed, what's different. I decided to add 2 copies of Pancatrops. This is actually pretty good. It can special summon itself. It's like a stronger version of Cyber Dragon. Plus the dinosaur, you can't really Chimera Tech it off. So there's that. That's pretty good. 2 Jaguar. I didn't want to see it in my opening hand because it's not really something you want to see in your opening hand unless you're using it as a discard fodder. 1 Lady Debug. Obviously, if it was at 3, I would definitely have 3. 2 copies of Falco. I would have 3, but don't need it. 1 Gazelle, same reason. 3 copies of Spinny, because you at least want to have this in your opening hand, or some way to get it to the graveyard quickly. 3 copies of Foxy. This card you get pretty much every turn. It's sad that that happens. Ash Blossom, triple Ash Blossom. It's a very anti-meta deck feeling at the end of the day. So I got 2 Fusion of Fire. This card actually uses monsters from either side of the field. It's pretty great. If Fusion summons 1 Salamangreat Fusion monster from the extra deck, and the Salamangreat Fusion monster, Violet Chimera, it requires 1 Link monster. So you can use your opponent's Link monsters. That's pretty fucking dumb. But it's also good if you need to get rid of problem cards like Boral Sword Dragon and other things like that. I decided to go with 3 Signet Mining because it's basically your Lady Debug. It's basically 3 extra copies of Lady Debug. It allows you to search. 3 Called by the Grave. 2 Super Poly because of 5-headed dragon and Starving Venom Fusion Dragon. It's very, very strong, this format. And if you've been following any person on YouTube, they have been talking about adding Super Poly. Super Poly is fucking nuts at 3. 1 Salamangreat Circle. Why not just 1? I dropped Will of the Salamangreat to 1. I was playing 2. I decided to throw in an extra Super Poly for that very reason. 3 copies of Sanctuary is standard. 2 Infinite Impermanence. I don't want to see 3 of them all the time. 2 is enough. 3 Rage. It's a good removal trap. And if you have the Link monster, you can destroy monsters up to the Link number's rating, so it can destroy up to 3 cards to the max. So that's pretty cool. And Roar. Roar can always be live, and you can also use it twice, so you've got basically 2, 4, 6 extra negates on your hand. Triple of each extra deck monster. I threw in Almirage, just because it's a Salamangreat monster to have fodder for protection and all that. Mirasta Galio. This card is pretty cool. And 5-headed dragon is the only real tech in this extra deck here, because if your opponent has 5 freaking dragons on their field because of Gar Dragon's decks, Super Poly says bye-bye to them, and they can't negate it. So getting a 5,000 attack beater is always good. Side deck are just options that you can have. 3 Winged Dragon of Raw, Sphere Mode. I got an extra Alamage, Regeki, an extra Fusion of Fire, 2 Recurrence. I might drop these for something else, probably DD Crows, Triple Twin Twister, an extra Super Poly, an extra Will, and 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance for those random Pendulum decks. So, yeah, other than that, this deck is pretty freaking good. Everything in this deck you can set. You can set your Fusion of Fire, you can set your Super Polys, you can set your Called by the Graves. This deck doesn't really matter if you have Anti-Spell Fragrance or not, so there's that. Yeah, let's get into a duel or two. I've got a couple of duels for it against meta, so let's go with Watch Replay real quick. Salamangreat 1, let's go with that. I think this is with Bad React. No, this is a Mystic Mine. Alright, I wanted to stop here because Mystic Mine is a pretty stupid card. He tried to go for a second Mystic Mine. I negate it with Pancatrops. That's how you get rid of it. That's another way to get rid of it. He does end up getting a third one and burning me for a bunch of life points, and somehow I still managed to win. Also, he stopped a lot of his cards in his deck, and he was about to deck out anyway, so I was just stalling out and had to finish that off. You just gotta be able to stall him out. See, right here is where he got really friggin' lucky with that duality play and able to get a third Mystic Mine. If he didn't have that third Mystic Mine, I think I would have actually won much sooner than that. So he gets another Nurse Reficule. And holy shit. And so, right around here is where he does end up giving up because he was running out of cards and he decided to quit. So I wanted to show off that version of it real quick. It was against Mystic Mine, so of course it's against meta. And other than that, I was just trying to say that, Salamangreat can be meta. And it still is a pretty strong deck, even getting hit by the ban list this past one. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more like Can This Be Metas, and give you my take on it and how I put up the deck, and just give me a like and subscribe. Peace out, y'all.